You have to have a plan. If you don't plan your business out and ahead and you try to do everything on the fly, it's not going to work. You have to really be prepared for all the problems that you might encounter and account for that and have a contingency plan in place, and this has sort of helped me think through that.
Well, to be confident in your idea and really what you intend to do, so that when somebody asks you a question, you don't have to hope you have an answer. You have an answer. You got to know the market. You got to know the financials. You got to know all aspects of the business. Essentially, live and breathe what you intend to do.
I learned to use all of the things that I'm learning in all of my classes towards my business and how to develop it. And it's definitely taught me to look at my classes and see how I can put it towards real life situations.
I learned that it's a lot more complicated than what I thought it was beforehand. There's so much going into it to take an idea from, that just popped into your head to down into paper, down into this complicated business scheme. But it's a lot of work, but it's still a lot of fun and really rewarding.
It takes a ton of work and a lot of planning, a lot of getting in touch with other people and networking.
I thought they were really interesting. I think the medical technologies, the emergency system was really interesting. I think that it can be easily deployed, and I think that the person who is thinking about deploying it on smartphones might want to think about deploying it on all phones, because you can just call in with just a phone, and you wouldn't have to pay for data access or anything.
I love to see innovation in an area. I think we have a good climate or a lot of help in this town to promote businesses that you might not see in bigger cities. So it was kind of neat to see my ideas a little different, more of a lifestyle business, and some of these really have a lot of good potential to move on beyond here.
They were interesting and things that I wouldn't really have thought of. I really like the medical ID thing. I don't know how hot these things would really catch on, but I think they are really great ideas, just on paper.
I do. I plan to be a corporate attorney in the future, but I will most definitely continue to work on this business, and you never know if it takes off. After I get some money for marketing, I don't know, I might postpone that ambition, but right now headed for corporate law.
Definitely. On a small scale, I'd like to move to some type of a hobby business, but in the long term, I think from my MBA and the experience I have, I want to work for myself, and I want to be the guy in charge making all the decisions.
Personally, no. I'm an engineer. I work with computers, I can work with my hands. I don't feel like managing, I don't feel like building a business at all. That's not me. This is just an activity, it's fun.
I think so. I feel like I have the abilities and the drive and the compassion for it. I don't know if I really have the bravery to throw myself out into the fields of small business, but I really think it's an interesting thing. I may pursue it sometime.
I really do want to start a small business. That's my passion, and I know exactly what kind of a business I want to go into. So I really enjoy not just the accounting aspect, but I really like marketing. I'm into the supply chain managing. I want to be my own human resources manager. I want to do everything. So I'm really interested in starting my own